Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. My name is Mr. Maxwell, and welcome back to another side quest about video games with myself and Exo Magpie.
Hello!
Bit of a slow week.
Well, considering the...
All things considered. Considering the downpour of things
Yeah,
lately.
Considering more... the
No
week's
Blizzard
gone.
mood, though.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
No.
considering... It's like, yeah, it's nice to have a breather.
Yeah. Not to say that there wasn't any news, but there was some. A little bit.
Yes.
I would argue that most of it was good. Of the things that I could find, most of it was good.
Well, the response to one piece of news was good.
Yeah.
The other news it was responding to wasn't, but we'll go into it.
We'll do that now, right? So basically, Sony, being Sony again,
Yeah.
decided that you weren't gonna have a free upgrade for the PS4 version of Horizon Forbidden West, unless you bought the collector's edition, basically the super digital edition, sort of thing, the one that's like $100.
They basically just did. They did an EA.
Yeah, they did an EA.
And the one
and a
thing
2K.
the one thing you should never, ever, 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 ever do is an EA.
Yeah,
Never do an EA.
Never do an EA. Obviously, fans were not happy about this.
No, rightfully so, because Sony had been saying that anyone who had Horizon Zero Dawn...
Well, no, not just that. What they've said is...
whoever got a PS version, you can get the PS5 version.
You can upgrade to the PS5 version for free.
Yeah. They've been saying that since they announced...
So, obviously, there was a lot of backlash to this.
Rightfully so.
And Sony have backtracked a bit. There is now, in response to the backlash, it will get a free PS5 upgrade.
Yes.
Which is good.
Yes, it is, and so it should have been. I mean, I've seen on Twitter a lot of people saying, "Well, if we want the special edition now, all we need to do is get the PS4 normal version and then just upgrade it." And it's like, yeah, but that's Sony's fault. They put themselves in this corner. Yeah, they promised the customer one thing. It turned out to be something different, and then when the customer turned around and said, "Hey, that's not what you promised me," they went, "Oh yeah, shit. Yeah, we're gonna have to give you that now."
Yeah.
So this is the only outcome that I would have been happy with, and it is one of the this is the reason why I want Microsoft to do well, because Sony won't be able to get away with this bullshit. I mean, granted, Microsoft have their own issues, but still, Sony being rampant and dominant in the console market leads to stuff like the PS3.
Yeah.
And we don't want our PS4
and the Xbox
our
One.
PlayStation players to cross-play with other platforms and blah 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 blah, and it's like, fucking hell, just stop being an arrogant dick. And the opposite is true when Microsoft is fucking ramping, because at the end of the 360 they came up with the Xbox One, and they're always
online, and you can't use pre-owned games and all that sort of stuff. Oh, that was so bad. That's still the worst presentation I've ever seen in my life. Jesus Christ.
This is why I want both to do well, because if both are doing really well and it's really close between the two, they keep each other honest.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, recently it's been Sony all the way.
Yeah.
We haven't had one where it's been really, really, really close in the sense of sales and
I
don't
think we've ever had something like that since.
Console wise, they are really, really similar. The problem is that because Xbox doesn't have that killer next gen product yet, that game that will draw everyone in, Sony's just running away with it, just like they did with the PS4. Because it's your games sell your console. Yeah.
You could have the most powerful console in the world. If you don't have any games on it, no one's going to buy it.
Yep.
I constantly get into arguments with people about this. And
when they go,
the Xbox, it's more powerful. Yeah, but it's got nothing on it.
You've got Halo, Forza, and that's pretty much about it. I mean, granted, they should.
There's games to come in.
There are games coming, and I think hopefully Microsoft start reaping the rewards of the massive amount of money they've shelled out to buy a whole bunch of places like Blizzard and Obsidian and all that. So, this is just Sony. Can you just stop being
weird? Just stop being weird.
Just stop being an idiot.
Just go back to being that company when the PS4 first came out. Go back to that point. Right?
Yeah. Or the PS2. You know, when literally like anything got released in it.
Yeah, you just said yes. There you go.
Well, no. PS2 levels of standards, not PS4 level standards on your store, because my god, some of the games on there are shit. Oh, dear God. Oh boy. It's a good it's a good result, because
I just want to backhand Sony right now. Just stop it. Stop it.
Just get.
And I want to kick Microsoft. Microsoft, just fucking hurry up, man. Jesus Christ. But
I'm still concerned that we haven't seen any campaign from Halo.
I think that I've read, a lot of people are concerned about that. Although they did tweet out a little bit ago saying that everything's under. It's fine. We just didn't want to
spoil anything.
We don't really want to. We didn't have anything like ready to go sort of thing.
Okay. Yeah.
They didn't have a montage of things to
that's fine.
show off.
The other problem is like I'm trying to confirm whether they've decided to back off on the the leveling system that they've got.
I can't find anything that has said anything.
So I don't know whether that's still just rumor or if it's.
I hope it is.
Confirmed. I hope to God it's rumor, because that just sounds like the worst
that sounds like
leveling system ever known to man.
That sounds like hell.
That, I would just refuse to fucking play a game like that.
Yeah. Let's move on, shall we?
Yeah, let's.
Sony, stop being weird.
Sony, can you just stop being an
absolute idiot? This is probably going to be a quick one, mainly because my throat is absolutely killing me. But anyway, so okay, so rumors. This is rumors. Mass Effect 5 might be using the Unreal Engine 5 instead of using Frostbite. Which makes sense, because Mass Effect Andromeda was an absolute shit show.
Yes.
Like, I'm sorry, but it was.
It was a buggy mess.
It was awful. It was
basically because the Frostbite engine is not well optimized for anything other than
it's a first person shooter.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's not optimized for anything other than first person shooters. All you have to do is look at Madden NFL 2022. That I'm trying to figure out how that game was allowed to be released. Like, how the hell, like, if I was Sony and Microsoft, I'd be pulling the fucking game off the fucking store, because it's like the bugs in that game are just
as bad as Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
they're as bad as Cyberpunk. Why does a house appear in the middle of the field?
Why does a game when you simulate a game state that you've scored 14 points, but then have your full-time score as 0 and lose to a team that only scored 7?
Oh God, EA.
I really want to know why people buy this game now. I really want to know why they buy it.
We're cheap.
And it's literally like, if your excuse is, well, it's the latest Madden, like it's the latest Madden, it's got the update rosters and it's better, it's got the blah blah. Fuck off. You do not deserve you do not deserve the money that you spent on that game. It's plain and simple. Because my fucking
actually no.
God.
Do yourself a favour. Get the money that you would spend on Madden, and then just throw it into a fire, because that's basically what you're doing.
Yeah, that is literally what you're doing.
And
before anyone says, but it'll go into development of another game. No, it fucking won't. It'll go into CEO's fucking bonus and fucking sit in a fucking bank account in fucking the Caribbean. That's where that's where your money's going. It's not going back into the fucking game, because if it did, it'd actually be a good fucking game.
Or at least it would work, function in a way.
God.
FIFA's just as bad.
Yeah, FIFA's the same. FIFA is exactly the same. Same with NBA Live. Let's not forget 2K's lovely addition to this the sports genre of fucking NBA 2K, and the fact that they pretty much 2 years in a row forgot to change the fucking logo on the launcher. Like, how? Anyway, back to BioWare.
So BioWare, they are again rumoured to be using the Unreal Engine for the next Mass Effect series. The information is primarily comes from a job listing for a technical director for Mass Effect 5. I think it's something to do with knowledge of
Unreal Engine, yeah. Which
experience. The post is asking for experience with the Unreal Engine.
I mean, it's not much to go on, but it could be a little hint, and
I think it's a smart thing to do.
Yes. I honestly think EA has, and this is the Frostbite engine is like, I want to say 5-6 years old now. It's pretty old now. It doesn't look like it's been like apart from the stuff DICE does with it, it doesn't look like it gets major like overhauls or
I think DICE are the ones that like.
And it's DICE's engine. DICE created that engine for Battlefield. That's what they literally created that engine for Battlefield, so they know how to get the best out of it. And more importantly, like the thing that all the other games seem to really, really, really struggle with is colliding animations.
Yeah.
Conflict of animations, basically, like, for example, and when we're talking about American football, that is literally the entire game. Just to segue back into that, but like,
actually, any of the other EA games,
like, and it does seem to be like the game engine does have it's not able to actually like process multiple animations colliding with each other.
Yeah. Which
despite the fact that it sounds stupid to say it, it's not something that happens often in a first-person shooter.
No.
Usually, everything is like, you don't get many units all touching next shoulder to shoulder. They're all like spaced apart and explosions and blah blah blah. Like, so you don't get that in first person. That sort of it's why physical interaction.
It's why in first person shooter games most of the time when you kill an enemy they go into ragdoll physics.
Yeah, because
it just flings them.
Yeah, but also like there's the space to do it. There's not like 20 other guys in a fucking tight pack. We're not talking about fucking medieval or ancient warfare where it was like rank and file of fucking spearmen. Like so. Yeah, I honestly think if BioWare can work on a different engine, they should, because I just don't think the Frostbite engine.
Well, what was the engine used for the first Mass Effect?
I want to say Unreal. I don't know. I'll have to look it up.
I think it was Unreal.
It was definitely not like Andromeda was the first one that used the Frostbite.
Yeah, because they made a big deal out of it. That one.
Yeah, it's like
EA were like, it's using EA's Frostbite engine. That sort of stuff.
Yeah, and look, I understand the reasoning behind, like, as on a financials point, like using their own inbuilt engine because they don't have to pay anyone for it. I understand that financially it makes sense, but
this is a company
when it negatively impacts the games that are making it to the point where you get the likes of Mass Effect Andromeda, Madden NFL 22, the absolutely horrendous bugs that were in FIFA 21.
Yeah, it was Unreal, I'd say. Just says
cool. Yeah, so we were right. And the Unreal Engine has been proven to be very, 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 very versatile, which Frostbite isn't. We've had years of it now. Let's be honest. Frostbite is not a versatile engine.
No,
it's good at one thing, very good at one thing, but it can't do anything else.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Having specifically designed game engines to do a specific thing is perfectly fine and perfectly viable. But when you try and shove another different game type into that game engine, you get an awful lot of fucking problems. Anthem is another one.
Yeah.
That's another one that was in Frostbite and was very, very fucking
rough. It was very bad
on launch. Like, you've had almost every game since you started using the Frostbite, apart from anything done by DICE, every game has been a bit oof. And every game done by DICE has been a first person.
Yeah.
Like, even Mirror's Edge Catalyst was a first person perspective, and there wasn't a lot of animation collisions. So, yeah, I think EA just needs to literally admit defeat, allow the other all the developers to, like, pick a game engine that is actually, you know, fucking decent, and able to do what they want to do with it. Now, that doesn't mean that, you know, the developers of EA and Madden and NBA will actually do anything, because you know, they've had fucking years and some of the stuff has literally not changed despite being pointed out.
The thing is,
years ago.
It's not just the bugs, it's the fact that they don't have any creativity for
yeah,
this game.
There's like very tiny changes in presentation.
They'll just take out. They're just going to put stuff in that was in the game years ago.
Yeah,
and then take it away again.
Well, Madden again. Madden is a prime example. Madden is the pinnacle of examples. Like, we've got the new feature X Factors. You know, that was in your game about 5-6 years ago. Yeah. That was in your game. I have that game. That game has, you know, my really good wide receiver has a wing on him, and my quarterback has a target icon above him. Like, why are you saying this is new? It's not
new and improved, but it isn't. But yeah, I think BioWare doing the right thing, getting the Unreal Engine. I think it'll make it better. Hopefully, I won't get stuck on a pebble.
Yeah,
and just running in the same spot on a pebble. Which is a shame, because I really wanted to like Andromeda. Because I'm not a massive fan of Mass Effect. I didn't really like 1, 2, or 3. And then Andromeda came out. I thought, you know what? I'll give this a chance.
The concept of Andromeda is really, really good.
The whole story thing is pretty good, but
I like the whole thing of, like, everything's gone to shit.
Yeah, but it's just,
please help.
That game is just so bad and buggy, and the faces are just horrific.
Yeah, that's the big thing with. You don't notice in, like, the sports games because you're not that far away, but like when you see close-ups and it's just like, oof,
God, what happened to you? did somebody like put your face to a Bunsen burner or something? Like, Jesus Christ.
But yeah. If
my worry is that because the next BioWare game is Dragon Age, and that's using the Frostbite engine.
That's gonna be terrible.
That's my worry,
because that's a RPG with fucking
close combat.
That's
and particle effects.
Oh, that's. I do feel sorry for everything sometimes for BioWare, because, like, dear God,
I feel bad for any Dragon Age fans right now.
Yeah. Oh, Dragon Age fans definitely.
Like, I feel like I am like dreading. I'm dreading, because, like, Dragon Age is like the only BioWare game that I like.
Yeah.
I like that series. Two's alright. Three's Number one is amazing, and I don't care what anybody says. Number one is fantastic.
Is it graphically a bit
ugly as sin, but my God, is that game fun to play?
Yeah, that's the thing. I think, you know, like, I think that's one of the problems at the moment. It's like, no one goes into a game at the higher up levels of these companies and go, is this game fun to play?
Yeah, everyone, especially the higher ups, it seems like, oh, it looks good.
Yeah,
it's got good looks. We'll say that.
It's aesthetically pleasing to my eyes. Yeah, and I'm literally like, but it's like, most recently released. One of the recent games that have been released is Aliens Fireteam. Right, it's not a perfect game. There are some issues. There are some bugs. It's clearly a budget title.
Yeah.
It has no cutscenes. It has no like, it has voice acting but no lip syncing, or it's just a static fucking pose. But they've decided, but you can tell that they've basically, the priority has been almost at every meeting was, is this fun? And they've basically focused on that in the game,
which is good.
And that's why I kind of like it. It's like, yeah, it's fun to play.
As long as the game's fun.
You know, it may not have a lot of longevity at the moment. Hopefully, like the DLC that's coming will add some. But I look at that game and I look at the likes of Andromeda and I'm going,
it's like
did anyone ask in Anthem, is this fun?
Yeah.
Did anyone ask in Anthem, is the combat, the loop of going around and shooting things, and is that fun? Because I don't think they
anybody
did.
No. Well, to be fair, they didn't even know what the game was until the E3 trailer.
Or the people that were telling them, this doesn't look, people aren't enjoying this isn't fun, they just ignored.
Yeah. To be fair to them, they didn't even know what type of game they were making until the E3 trailer.
That is very true.
So
that is very true.
But anyway, that's a whole different story.
But anyway, hopefully they are moving to the. Hopefully they are moving.
Okay,
off
so even though I said there wasn't any Blizzard news, there was a little bit of Blizzard news, but it's not about
Blizzard.
It's not about Blizzard.
It's about Overwatch.
It's about Overwatch.
We've actually got Overwatch news. Holy fucking shit!
Yeah, Overwatch League Season 5 is actually going to be using an early build of Overwatch 2. So if you want to see anything that looks of what Overwatch 2 is going to actually look like while being played, other than that awful stream that they did, Overwatch League Season 5, I'm probably going to be checking it out. I actually like watching Overwatch League.
Yeah.
So it's really good to have in the background.
Yeah. Hopefully they do something to get rid of the ultimate meta, because I hate that. I love the mechanic of switching characters to counter the opposition team.
Yeah.
And the ultimate meta basically
kills that.
Kills that. Because it's just like, well, I've got my ultimate, I have to use it, and it's like, oh, for fuck's sake. It's just like,
is your ultimate going to be of any use? No.
I'm Reaper. I have my ultimate. I will use it. You've literally died 15 times and killed no one, but you're gonna use your ultimate. There's times that there have been people that have been absolutely shot down and they just refuse because they have this ultimate.
Yeah, but that's the thing now. Like, because they're I'm a Reaper main and I'm this main, and that's not the point of the game.
I'm a Diva main.
Yeah.
But I still change to Orisa or fucking Ashe.
Yeah.
When needed, if I'm being shot down, or I switch to Mercy if we haven't got a healer. Like,
the whole point of the game is to switch.
The whole point of the game, and I just think.
I think that we need. Where was that? I've lost my train of thought. Anyway, just back to this. So Blizzard are using the early build of Overwatch 2. This is really good.
Because we're gonna actually see
Overwatch has needed something, because it's just been it's felt like all Overwatch has been like sat on the shelf.
It's stagnating. That's the problem.
I've not seen anybody talk about Overwatch. I've not seen anybody really hype up anything. I mean, even Season 5, which is starting soon, I've not seen any hype.
That's because Activision doesn't. Activision, the problem for Blizzard in the Overwatch League is Activision doesn't want to do any esports anymore.
No,
they've literally pulled funding from everything, and
which is weird, because literally right after they did that was the start of the Call of Duty World League thing.
Yeah,
which was just it's just a confusing company. Like, you say one thing and then you do the other thing.
Well, considering the people that.
But then you still do the thing that you said you were going to do.
Well, considering the people that they allowed to be employed and do the stuff they allowed to do, both Activision and Blizzard. Not surprising, really. After all, Bobby Kotick has to have his $150 million bonus.
Bonus, yes, that's
that
very
will go into a bank account.
He needs to pay for that guy to clean his boat.
And he needs that money to go into a bank account in the Caribbean and not pay any tax on it, and for it to just sit there. And that's the thing that pisses me off the most with all this money in that. It's like, if it went back into the company, if it went into the community, if it went back into the
if it actually did something,
if it actually went and did something, like, pay extra staff, or like just proper trickle down economics, which is bullshit anyway.
Building better conditions for the staff.
Yeah, building better conditions for the staff. If it did anything, I wouldn't be as pissed. But it doesn't. It just goes to one dude into one of his fucking God knows how many bank accounts, sits in the Caribbean or wherever, whatever blooming tax haven he has, and sits there and does nothing. He doesn't even take it out to spend anything because he has that much money. Like, it just sits there, does not. It might as well be valued as 0 because it does nothing. But yeah.
So anyway, back to Overwatch.
Look, the way Activision Blizzard have been this past few months, like every time they bring up, we have to mention it because no, fuck it, we beat this horse with this stick until there is none of the horse left.
We never know. We might find that we might get a release date.
Possibly, yeah. So. Possible good news, possible more actual development.
I was wrong about Season 5 starting soon. The grand finals of Season 4 is actually at the end of this month.
Yeah.
So, well, actually, no, it will be starting soon because I think Season 5 starts...
No, I think November
I'm
latest.
thinking November, maybe December.
But problem there is Activision aren't telling us jack diddly fucking squat!
Yeah, they're still not telling us anything.
Like, there's literally no promotion when Overwatch League first came out. It was literally everywhere. It was literally everywhere. You couldn't get away from it.
Yeah.
And now, literally, like, Call of Duty League, Overwatch League, anything else, esports-wise, for anything to do with Activision, you literally have to go through, like, you literally have to go on an expedition to find out information.
Yeah.
It's just like, why can you not just...
Can you not just do things like a normal person?
Can you not just... Look, Activision, I know you don't want to. Could you just advertise the Overwatch League on fucking YouTube? Because then I won't get those fucking scam adverts that are on those fucking... Passive income. Selling product on Amazon is not the way forward anymore. Fuck off!
I think you'll find selling anything is how you make money.
No one knows about it. If no one knew about it, you're...
How do you know?
How do you fucking know about it? Also, like, this is the same fucking advert that's been going on YouTube for about 6 months now, and I'm literally like, no one doesn't fucking know about it. No, but the vast majority of people look at you, see your smug face, and literally go, you're a fucking scam.
You are lying, sir.
You, sir, to go onto YouTube, can YouTube please explain to us why adverts are not held to the same fucking standards as the actual fucking creators? You know, the people that you put the adverts on. Can you Oh wait, yeah, they pay you money.
Yeah.
Lots and lots and lots and lots of money, so you just don't give a fuck.
That's a good point. Okay. So, we're moving on now.
Yes, we're moving on now.
Another rant.
Rant over.
Okay, right, so we're moving on. There are actually 2 digital events coming this month. Next week is the PlayStation Showcase, where Sony have said that it's going to be the in-house game, so there is a chance we're going to see something of God of War Ragnarok. I think we're going to see a cinematic trailer.
Possibly.
Not any gameplay. I'm not expecting much. But
if anything, it'll be on the same level as when they announced... The last God of War.
Yeah.
Like a literal
the very beginning of the game.
5-minute gameplay of
the very beginning
and
of the
showing like maybe 1 or 2 mechanics and that's it. Which is
I just want to see little Loki. I want to see if he's big. I want to see if there's been a time skip between the two.
Probably is.
See what's going on.
He's only a teenager.
I know we're going after. I know it's most likely we're going to be fighting Thor in this one.
Most likely.
Because I've got a feeling Odin's going to be like the last.
Yeah.
The last one.
And it's like okay. I have this quick question about the thing with Odin and Thor and everyone. They know Kratos. They know who he is. They know what he did to the Greek pantheon. It's like, look, we just let him live here. No one fuck with him.
Yes, I can understand that, but what we've also got to remember is that in real mythology and in this universe of the gods and that, the gods are all dicks.
Yes.
Like, they're all absolutely... Like, they're going through this God of War. You learn all about Thor. Thor's an asshole. Like, he's a giant asshole. Like, he kills people for literally no reason. He just up and murders them. He's just like, I feel like killing someone today. You'll do. Dead. That's him. That's his whole stick. And not really learned much about Odin, but yeah, he's not exactly lovely. Let's put it this way: he makes Zeus look like the loving, caring father that everybody wants.
God, yeah, Zeus and
Zeus in God of War is a.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, let's be honest, right? In actual mythology, Zeus is an absolute asshole.
He's a prick.
I mean, how the hell Hera didn't just like smite everyone for Zeus's antics? I do not know.
So that would be cool. I think that would be cool. We're probably going to see maybe another trailer for Kenna.
Here's the thing. Let's go back to the Greek pantheon, right?
Okay.
Hades out. Right. Here's the thing. Like in most media presentations, and there's a good reason. There's a couple of videos on YouTube explaining why Hades is presented the way he is.
Yeah.
Because it's like they associate him with the underworld, which is hell, and the devil, blah blah blah, which is why they present him. But like Hades in actual Greek mythology is actually out of the three brothers of Hades, Zeus, and Poseidon. Hades is actually the
good one,
the nice one.
Yeah.
And even then, he kidnaps Persephone.
Yeah, he's kidnapped Persephone.
So like Poseidon and Zeus just can't keep their pants on.
Yeah.
For anything.
Yeah.
Hence the reason why there's so many goddamn demigods in fucking Greek mythology. Because
Zeus and Poseidon, basically. Zeus, Poseidon, and then there's the ones of like Apollo and what's the name of the party one?
Dionysus.
He has a load of kids as well. It's Athena. Athena has some. I don't know how Athena works. Because Athena's got daughters and
Athena has daughters and sons
who are demigods.
Yeah.
So I don't actually. Maybe somebody.
Here's the thing, right? Athena has like short offspring, and yet I can't remember them being any for Aphrodite.
No, there's not. I don't think.
And Aphrodite is the goddess of love. I mean, there's also theories that Aphrodite and Athena actually stemmed from the same goddess from an earlier age. But anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, back on to God of War.
Okay, right, moving on. Maybe we're probably going to get another trailer for Kenna, because Kenna's out very soon.
Yeah,
so we might get something for that. That looks cool and adorable.
That looks really, really cute and adorable. And it's a platformer. It's an action platformer.
Yeah, it's up mine.
And I'm like, oh, this is just this is ticking everything for Mr. Maxwell here. Yeah,
it's up my alley. This is going to be great. I'm just trying to think. Is there anything else that's probably something for Forbidden West? Horizon.
Yeah. We might get something for Gran Turismo, maybe.
Maybe actually, because
they are working on one for the PS5, and it's going back to, because the last one was Gran Turismo Sport, but they're now going back to the whole thing of like buy a clapped out car for your first one and soup it up and then go racing and then buy a better car and then buy a better car.
The whole thing Gran Turismo is good.
Yeah, and eventually it gets to the point where I like, which is basically I have a Dodge Viper with the biggest engine possible and just going down the straight line, going as fast as trying to basically.
Except this time,
trying to find out which car basically has the best the top speed, whichever car can get the top speed, and it's usually the Dodge Viper with the biggest fucking upgraded engine.
Except this time it's probably going to be Bugatti.
That is very true. If they have Bugatti, because they haven't had Bugattis in. I think they have Bugattis in sport. I don't know. I didn't play sports, so.
I'm hoping that we do see something new. Maybe if we can see maybe the rumor of From Software's game that they're doing, even if it's just a stupid cinematic reveal thing.
Bloodborne 2 or another Armored Core, please. Please, I know I'm speaking to the wall, but please. Can I get an Armored Core? I like the mecha game with numbers that I just don't understand.
Yeah. So that's next week, and then at the end of the month, on the 27th, THQ Nordic have got their own little.
Ooh.
And they're promising 6 new IPs.
Maybe a new Darkstalkers.
Probably. I think we're going to get you mean Darksiders? Is it Darksiders? Because Darkstalkers is the beat 'em up.
Oh, Darksiders, yeah. Darksiders is what I mean.
Darksiders. Maybe we'll get. What's
I
his
got
name?
it almost right.
What's his name? They released a Diablo type clone with War and the guy with the 2 guns. I forgot his name because they changed his name. It's like Carnage or something weird.
Wrath.
Wrath. Is it? Oh no, yeah, it might be Wrath. Yeah, it might be Wrath. Maybe it would be a standalone game for him.
Possibly. Because we've had.
No, Wrath was the last.
Wrath was the last. Yeah.
Wrath was the last one.
Pestilence
Was the Darksiders
Famine.
3. So it's going to be whoever that gun guy is in that game. But maybe we'll get a standalone game for him.
Speaking of guns, we forgot one of the games last week was Gun.
Oh, Gungrave! Yeah,
Gungrave.
We forgot to mention last week we're getting a new Gungrave.
Holy shit!
It looks cool, actually.
We don't understand how we forgot.
It's just a reveal trailer, but like the reveal trailer looked really cool and ridiculous and
very Gungrave.
Yeah, very Gungrave. Right, Gungrave just has to be stupid and ridiculous.
Yes, the guy carries a coffin on his back and it's full of guns.
Yeah,
and the coffin itself is a gun.
Yeah.
I mean, what more do you need?
What more do you want?
What more do you want? Yeah. So Nordic is it's one of it's Nordic is basically
what's left of THQ.
Yeah, it is what's left of THQ, but like they're like the AA.
They're
AA games, which we need. We need a lot. We need a lot more of those because my God, the AAA game industry is just bleh.
Yeah, it is making me want to just bash my head against the wall.
It's just like, God's sake, just go F yourself. Go away.
Just be decent people. That's all I'm asking.
Can you not, before you ask for more money on top of the £60 I paid you,
can you release a good game, please?
Can you actually release a game
instead
of actually going, here's a dump we made. Thanks for the 60. Thanks for the £60.
And we may get around to fixing it.
We may get around to fixing the dump, but also, could you please also give us more money for the battle pass, the for the DLC, the special.
That's probably my mouse has disappeared.
Yeah, your mouse has disappeared.
It'll come back.
Your DLC, your for all these skins. Just can you buy this ridiculously stupid currency? Can you just go?
Just stop.
Just make a good game.
Here's what I want you to do. This is what I want you to do, AAA, right? This is what I want you to make a good game. Have it work. That's the first thing. It has to work.
Can it not be broken?
It doesn't have a battle pass. It can have DLC coming along the way. It can have that, but it can't have a battle pass. You're not allowed to abuse your staff.
Yes.
Okay, you're not allowed to abuse
Crunch
your staff.
Is not allowed.
Yeah, and you have to have good
I'm surprised I'm not even saying this, but harassing your female staff is not allowed. Why do I have to say that sentence? Jesus fucking.
But yeah, that's everything. Everything this week to go for. That's what I want. I want a AAA gaming company to come out and be like, yeah, we made this game. It fully works.
Here's a fully finished game, and we're just going to release it.
We're going to release it, and for the benefit of those people who would like to know, nobody was harmed in the making of this game. In any way.
The fact that used to be a joke in like Spyro games, no sheep were harmed.
I know.
And now it's like, I'm literally going like, the next Naughty Dog game, I'm literally going, okay, so how much crunch are you going to throw in your staff?
Yeah.
CD Projekt Red, how much crunch are you going to throw in your staff for your next game? Because you promised you wouldn't do it for Cyberpunk.
They're not making any games at the moment. They need to fix. They're fixing Cyberpunk.
That's
literally all they're doing.
The last week,
the
last was like a 2 gigabyte
update with like cosmetics and stuff like that. It gave you stuff. It wasn't.
Apparently, it fixed a lot of issues as well.
It has.
So
it's a lot. It's working a lot better now.
It may be at a point where I may be able to go into it and actually play it. I mean, I have a PS5 now, so I might be able to.
Yes, there we go. That's what happened. Magpie has a PS5. Woo! He doesn't have to look at mine in jealousy anymore.
It's the PS5's good. It's enjoyable.
It's a thing of beauty.
Yes,
it's great.
The fact that I can travel across the map on Genshin and not wait 5 minutes for the map to load.
That's so good.
And now when we do bosses together, like when
I don't have to just run around and just be like,
when we're facing child, when we're facing child, you at least have someone else that child can be going after, because you're usually Barbara.
I'm doing the healing.
You're doing the healing, so you have no damage. Because I have Dulik. who I've literally gone full DPS mode.
You've buffed. He is buff.
I think literally the only person that's got more damage than Dulik is Jean. And that's because I've actually gone with the full... I've got the god roll on her gladiator gear.
Yeah.
Plus her sword. It's ridiculous.
I need to try and get her sword. But that's just a load of like...
I think for her, I got her sword literally in one of the very first pulls, and I've never used it with anyone because it's just like, this is clearly Jean's sword. Yeah. It is not useful than anyone else. And then I finally got Jean, and I was like, yes, finally.
But anyway, we'll end it there. Mm-hmm. A good little session. Not a long one, but not a lot of
much to go on. Not much news.
I do hope you've enjoyed this chat, and we will see you in the next one. Bye now.
Toodles.